أعزائي المشاهدين، أعزائي مشاهدي قناة الحدث اليوم الفضائية، أهلا بكم في حلقة جديدة من برنامجكم أسرار البلد. حلقة اليوم نقدمها لكم من الأكاديمية العربيه للعلوم والتكنولوجيا والنقل البحري، حيث تستضيف لأول مرة مؤتمر الجامعات البحريه، المؤتمر الدولي للجامعات البحريه، بحضور الأستاذ الدكتور إسماعيل عبد الغفار والعديد من الوزراء والدبلوماسيين وإلى فعاليات المؤتمر.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. معالي الوزير عبد السلام صالح هاني وزير النقل في اليمن، His Excellency Dr. عبد الهادي عبد السلام صالح هاني, Minister of Transport, Yemen. I'd like to welcome Your Excellency and thank you for being with us today. Thank you very much. I'd like to welcome His Excellency Admiral Ahmed Hamdi on behalf of His Excellency Commander of the Egyptian Navy Forces, Admiral Ahmed Khalid. Thank you for coming. Let me welcome Professor Graham Blackwood, Chair of the International Association of Maritime Universities. I'd like to welcome Professor Takeshi Nakazawa, Executive Director of the International Association of Maritime Universities. I'd like to welcome my fellow presidents of the International Association of Maritime Universities, member universities. I'd like to welcome you all. I'd like to welcome our distinguished guests, head of maritime sectors in our Arab countries. I'd like to welcome all of you, distinguished guests, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, today, actually, it is my honor and a pleasure as the President of the Arab Academy for Science, Technology and Maritime Transport and host of the International Association of Maritime Universities 21st Annual General Assembly and Conference to welcome you to the main campus of the Arab Academy in the historic city of Alexandria, Egypt. The Arab Academy, one of the Arab League's specialized entities, has been established in 1972 as a specialized self-funding maritime center of excellence. A few short months from today, ASTMT will be establishing its 50th anniversary. Actually, now, Academy has started in 1972. So now we are in 2021. So we're celebrating 50 years, as displayed here, 50 years of success, 50 years of excellence, 60 years, the journey full of many achievements. So thank you thank you for all of you to share us this moment to the kick off the celebration of the 50-year journey of excellence. I'd like to welcome you all and thank you for sharing us this very important moment in the life of the Arab Academy for Science, Technology and Maritime Transport. So throughout these 50 years, ASMT has not only been educating and training maritime professionals of all gathered in the Arab world, Africa and the Middle East, but also acted as the region's main center of excellence for maritime research and consultancy. Arab Academy has grown to become a university, providing programs in 14 different colleges, including maritime transport, engineering, computing and information technology, international transport and logistics, business management, language media, law, pharmacy, fisheries, artificial intelligence, and our newest addition, College of Medicine, in our most recent branch, العربيه campus. The maritime education and training sector at the Arab Academy houses 2 colleges, 6 institutes, and several training centers and congresses, all of which are internationally certified and accredited. Since its inception, Arab Academy has consistently been pursuing a healthier, more effective system of maritime education and training, and as we look towards the future, the Arab Academy's vision is to become a smart educational institution, one with a positive impact on the knowledge society through research, innovation, creativity, and entrepreneurship, which should become an entrepreneurial university. We at ACBT understand the importance of regional and international cooperation to achieve and realize an effective and efficient maritime education and training system. Arab Academy therefore maintains many significant partnerships with key global maritime players. At the forefront comes the International Association of Maritime Universities, IAM, which was founded in 1999. And what we at Arab Academy take pride in being one of 7 founding members. Since then, IAM has grown to include 68 member universities in addition to the Nipple Foundation. However, what prides us more is our active participation in several of IAM's activities, working groups, committees, boards, and the events. This is our second time to host the annual General Assembly at Arab Academy. The first being AGA 4 in 2003. AGA 4, 2003. Always there's difference between the AGA number and the year number. But this year, AGA 21st organized 2021st for the first time to come together. So AGA, we organized it in 2003. Much has happened since then, and IAM has certainly achieved a great level, with each AGA having its own contribution and flavor. However, this year's annual General Assembly proves to be quite special. For the first time in the history of the International Association of Maritime Universities, AGA 21 is being held in a hybrid manner and is actually being held in 2021. I therefore like to conclude by welcoming all our distinguished guests who are with us in our Academy for Science, Technology, and Maritime Transport. We thank you for being with us and wish you life to stay in Egypt. And our distinguished guests joining us online, we value your participation and will have loved to have you with us in Alexandria. Lastly, to all our guests present in person or online, I thank you for joining us and wish you a successful and rewarding participation in the events of the 21st Annual General Assembly and its conference. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Actually, it's a great moment personally in my life. I'd like to thank the students from different maritime universities all over the world. I'd like to thank you all. أحب أرحب بكل الزملاء الحضور من كل الهيئات من كل المنظمات. برحب بيكم في بيت العرب في الأكاديمية العربيه والتكنولوجيا والنقل البحري. شكرا على تشريفكم ودعمكم الدائم للأكاديمية. أتمنى لكم كل النجاح. على بركة الله نبدأ أعمال تجمعنا السنوي مؤتمرنا العلمي الكونفرنس ايام الكونفرنس. اتمنى لكم كل التوفيق. يعني ان شاء الله have يعني all يعني facilities in the academy is open to all of you. I hope you have time to visit the academy to get to enjoy everything that we do have here. اتمنى لكم طيب الاقامه. شكرا جزيلا والسلام عليكم ورحمه الله وبركاته.
Yes, please.
I'd like to send you the greetings of His Excellency Minister Kamel Abdelhadi Wazir النقل في مصر العربيه. His Excellency was very keen to be with us today and it was planned to be with us, but for some many agenda items and the great role that he's playing nowadays in the building the new Egypt. So he apologized at the last moment, but I was with him yesterday and he asked me to convey greetings to everybody participating in this conference. Thank you very much.
And now, allow me to introduce the elect president of the International Association of Maritime Universities, Professor Glenn Blackwood, Vice President of Fisheries
and welcome distinguished guests and ladies and gentlemen, and especially the students who are in attendance. I know that President Ishmael has a strong passion for his students, and I'm delighted to see you attending as well. So I'd like to thank everyone for coming. I'm delighted that we are finally together again. This organization did not meet during 2020, and it's been 2 years since we convened our 68 members from all over the world. And there's a special welcome to everyone who couldn't be with us in person or are joining us remotely for the first hybrid AGA in our history. My experience with the International Executive Board meeting the past 2 days has been that the technology side of the Academy for Science and Technology, the technology side and the people side are very strong. So I'm very confident that the hybrid session will go smoothly and hopefully will be very valuable to those of you who are attending remotely. So IAMU, the International Association of Maritime Universities, as its title says, is truly a global organization. And its importance now is greater than ever. Never before has the global shipping industry been more important than during a global pandemic. Also, one of our major initiatives at IAMU is to move forward with a global maritime professional. And you see the word global in everything we do. So, yes, IAMU is a global organization, and we are focused on the 72% of this planet that is referred to as blue, the oceans and the waterways. However, the strength of IAMU is the strong relationships that we have built between our universities and, more importantly, between our students, our faculty, and our leadership. Very difficult to measure that, as our executive director, Dr. Nakazawa, will point out that it's very difficult to measure the importance of how we connect and how we gather together and how we collaborate. Our members come from all over the world, but they all have the same challenges. They all have the same challenges with student issues. They all have the same challenges with budgets, with ships, with onboard training. These are common themes and curriculum and changing technologies that are found in the maritime sector globally. And we're all trying to solve those problems, but the best way to solve them is together. And IAMU is the only mechanism that we have to work together. So in working together, we face these challenges. But in coming to Egypt and having our first meeting in 2 years, a hybrid meeting, Egypt is where the first ships were built. So the history of Egypt is something I know you're all quite proud of, but it's always been something that we've studied from afar as where the first ships and first shipping started in this region. Now, most ships, the best ships, are not training ships or research ships or container ships or even combat ships. The best ships in the world are friendships. And those friendships are only made possible globally through IAMU. So I'd like to thank my friend, President Ishmael Farag, for hosting this conference and his entire team for hosting the AGA and the International Executive Board. This was a big commitment at this time to step up, to show the leadership, to host this organization at a time when we're going through a transition back to hopefully normal, whatever that is. But this, and certainly your leadership and your institution, has allowed us to be together again. And as I said last night, it's very much like a family and a family reunion. I've gotten to know people from all over the world who work in the maritime sector, and we will move this sector forward together. So thank you. conference, and I wish you the very best. Stay safe, and I look forward to meeting with you, all of you, over the coming days. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency, Mr. Yobi Tasnakawa, for your kind words and your continued support and guidance for the International Association of Maritime Universities. We are now honored to have a recorded word from His Excellency, Mr. Keita Lid, Secretary General of the International Maritime Organization, who unfortunately, due to his many obligations, was unable to join us for this event.
Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to address here, in particular I thank your host, the Academy of Science, Technology and Maritime Transport. Training, education and research are critical for the maritime sector. All of the maritime universities represented at this conference have a role to play in ensuring the supply of the highly skilled maritime workforce to meet the challenges of digitalization, automation, and decarbonization through this century. Whether you are training deck officers or conducting research in maritime, you are all engaged in maritime at the critical juncture as we start to learn from COVID-19 pandemic.
Secretary General of the International Maritime Organization for your kind support of the 21st Annual General Assembly and for your exceptionally valuable insights. And now, with a word from His Excellency, Dr. Abdessalem Saleh Hadi, the Eminent Minister of Transport.
الفريق كامل الوزير وزير النقل في جمهورية مصر العربية، البروفيسور جلان بلاكوود رئيس الاتحاد الدولي للجامعات البحريه، البروفيسور كاشي نكزاو المدير التنفيذي، الاستاذ الدكتور اسماعيل عبد الغفار رئيس الأكاديمية العربيه والتكنولوجيا للعلوم والتكنولوجيا والنقل البحري، السادة والسيدات أعضاء الجمعية العمومية للجامعات البحرية الدولية، طاب صباحكم بالخير والصحة.
His Excellency Kamil Al-Wazir, Minister of Transport, Professor Glenn Blackwood, President of the IMU, Professor Takashina Kazawa, Executive Director, Professor Ismail Abdel Ghaffar, President of the Academy of Science, Technology and Maritime Transport, ladies and gentlemen, member universities of the IAMU, welcome.
يسرني ويشرفني أن أحضر فعالية مؤتمر الاتحاد الدولي للجامعات البحرية لعام 2021 ميلادي.
I am pleased and I am honored to attend this conference of AGA 21.
هل نعمل اليوم في مدينة الاسكندريه في جمهورية مصر العربية الشقيقة في المقر الرئيسي للأكاديمية العربيه للعلوم والتكنولوجيا والنقل البحري.
I am honored to be here in our neighboring country, Egypt, in the headquarters of the Arab Academy.
وذلك لما للأكاديمية من مكانة كبيرة في قلوبنا.
And I am honored to say that the Arab Academy holds a great place in our hearts.
والتي لعبت وتلعب دورا كبيرا في تأهيل كوادر النقل البحري.
That plays a great role in preparing personnel in maritime transport.
والتخصصات العلمية العلمية الأخرى سواء في جمهورية مصر العربية أو على مستوى الدول العربية.
And in all scientific fields, whether it may be in Egypt or in Arab countries.
وكذلك الشرق الأوسط والدول الأفريقية.
As well as the Middle East and African countries.
حيث سنطلع اليوم في هذه الفعالية على أحدث البحوث والتطورات والاتجاهات المستقبلية.
And in this conference, we will discover recent developments and trends.
لتحقيق الاستدامة في التعليم والتدريب في مجالات النقل البحري.
To achieve sustainability in education and maritime transport.
واللوجستيات والموانئ.
Logistics and ports.
وكذلك سيكون في أجندة المؤتمر
To add what is included in the conference agenda,
عدد من المحاور ذات التأثير الإيجابي.
a number of topics that will have a positive effect
في صناعة النقل البحري الدولي.
in the field of international maritime transport.
في ظل جائحة كورونا.
During the global pandemic of COVID.
وتأثير ذلك على كافة مناحي الحياة.
And its effect in all aspects of life.
أخيراً أتمنى للمؤتمر في دورته 21
Finally, I wish for this conference in its 21st iteration
التوفيق والنجاح.
the best of luck and great success.
كما أتمنى للجمعية العمومية
And I wish for the General Assembly
النجاح والتوفيق.
success and best of luck.
والخروج بالتوصيات
And to introduce recommendations
التي تخدم
that serve
الجامعات البحرية الدولية.
international maritime universities.
والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
رؤساء الجامعات البحرية الدولية صاحب السعادة الأمين العام للاتحاد الدولي للجامعات البحرية. الضيوف الكرام، يطيب لي في بداية كلماتي أن أعبر عن فخري واعتزازي باللقاء مع هذا النسيج من رؤساء الجامعات البحرية الدولية، الأعضاء في الاتحاد الدولي للجامعات البحرية ونخبة من تلعب دورا كبيرا في تسهيل حركة التجارة العالمية بين الشرق والغرب، حيث عبرت القناة عام 2021 أكثر من 17,000 سفينة، مما يؤكد أهمية موقعها الاستراتيجي في خدمة التجارة العالمية للدول الأعضاء. ونظرا لما نوليه جميعا من اهتمام بالقضايا البحرية البيئية، فإن مصر خطط الانضمام وتطبيق الاتفاقيات والبروتوكولات المنظمة التي تحافظ على السلامة والملاحة وحماية البيئة والتعليم والتدريب البحري وغيرها. كما يعد العنصر البشري الركيزة الأساسية التي تقوم عليها صناعة النقل البحري، فقد كان التدريب دوما محل اهتمام الحكومة المصرية، حيث قامت بإنتاج عدد من العاملين للحصول على درجة مال السير في كل اجتماعات القانون الدولي في مالطا ومن الجامعات البحرية الدولية في السويد، بغرض النهوض بالمستوى العلمي للعاملين والعمل على إحكام المعاهدات الدولية التي تصدر عن المنظمة بالقوانين والقرارات المحلية، وأيضا تطبيقها على معايير السلامة والبيئة البحرية. وكذلك قيام المعاهد البحرية بالتعاون مع المنظمات البحرية الدولية بتدريب وتأهيل الكوادر البحرية في كافة مجالات النقل البحري، والتي وفرت حوالي نصف مليون فرصة تعليم وتدريب للكوادر في التخصصات المختلفة، بما يتفق مع أحكام الاتفاقية الدولية لمعايير التدريب. المحور الثاني رؤية مصر لتطوير النقل البحري. إن رؤية وزارة النقل تتخطى من مجرد كان الركاب والرائع إلى المشاركة الفاعلة في تنسيق مفهوم التنمية والسلامة للدولة لتحقيق التوازن بين المتطلبات الاجتماعية والاقتصادية والبيئية، وذلك من خلال توفير شبكات ووسائل النقل والمساهمة في زيادة الرقعة المأهولة السكانية وتحسين خدمات التجارة الخارجية واللوجستيات والتنمية السياحية والصناعية والتجارية وحل مشكلة البطالة وتشغيل الشباب الخارجيين وربط مصر بالخطاب الإقليمي والدولي وخاصة دول الجوار ورفع كفاءة العنصر البشري باعتباره الركيزة الأساسية في تطوير وتحديث مرفق النقل. الحديث وأتقدم بخالص الشكر والتقدير للقائمين على تنظيم هذا الاجتماع والمؤتمر ولفريق عمل الأكاديمية العربيه للعلوم والتكنولوجيا والنقل البحري الذي يقف وراء نجاح هذا الحدث الهام، مع خالص تمنيات لنجاح الاجتماع والمؤتمر والتوفيق لكافة الجهات المشاركة. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
الحد الثاني هو عدد السفن المتكدسة في خلال 6 أيام بنوح السفينة في منطقة الانتظار، والذي بلغ عددهم 422 سفينة.
The second challenge, there were a number of ships that were unable to move during the 6 days at that time, and they were resident in the waiting area. Their number was 422 ships.
ونتمكن من مرسلي هيئة قناة السويس الأبطال من إنشائهم في أقل من 4 أيام.
The leaders of the Suez Canal Authority were able to meet them through within less than 4 days.
وإيمانا من هيئة قناة السويس بأهمية التواصل مع شركائنا في الأزمة وتأكيد على ما تحمله جميع الأطراف من الرعاية الطيبة.
In belief of the Suez Canal Authority of the importance of communication with its partners during times of crisis, and ascertaining the importance of showing good intentions for all relevant parties.
قرر السيد الفريق سامي ربيع رئيس الهيئة تشكيل لجنة متخصصة لضم أبرز الخبرات للتعامل مع النواحي القانونية والفنية.
Admiral Osama Rabia, head of the Suez Canal Authority, decided to form a committee dedicated to solving crises in terms of legal issues and technical issues.
أخيرا وليس آخرا، نود أن نطمئن العالم أن قناة السويس ستظل وستكون الممر الأكثر أهمية أنه يربط بين طرق التجارة العالمية الأكثر أهمية وحيوية.
Last but not least, we would like to say that the Suez Canal will always remain the most important part that links the world trade, and it is the most vital.
دائما أؤكد لكم أن هيئة قناة السويس المؤسسة الشامخة التي تدير جريان الملاحة الأهم عالميا.
Lastly, I would like to ascertain that the Suez Canal Authority that governs the veins of maritime transport
ستبقى دائما قادرة على تقديم خدماتها بأحدث التقنيات لجميع أنواع السفن ومختلف أجيالها وحمولاتها.
will always be able to provide its services with the latest technologies for all ships with different kinds of generations, cargo and cargo.
وستبقى قناة السويس دوما هي الضمان الحقيقي لانتظام حركة الملاحة والتجارة والاقتصاد والتنمية في مختلف أنحاء العالم.
The Suez Canal shall also remain the real guarantee for the organization of trade, economics and development in all parts of the world.
وهذا الصرح المصري العتيد سيظل حريصا على مقتضى التطور والتحديث بلقاء.
And this Egyptian commitment will remain consistent with regards to development and advancement.
دمتم بخير ودامت مصرنا عزيزة قادرة على الإسهام في كل ما يحقق الخير لجميع شركائها في أنحاء العالم.
Thank you very much, and may Egypt remain able to provide with all that provides success for all of its partners and relevant parties.
And now with a recorded speech from His Excellency, Mr. Musahiko Frucci, Secretary General of the International Association of Ports and Harbors.
Good morning, Professor Dr. Ismail Abdul Ismail Khalad, President of the Academy of Science and Technology. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am Masahiko Frucci, Secretary General of the International Association of Ports and Harbors, IAPH, from Tokyo, Japan. I am very honored to be given the opportunity to speak at the opening ceremony of the annual General Assembly, International Association of Maritime Universities Conference 2021. First of all, I do congratulate on the significant efforts and contributions made by the local executive committee to host this prestigious and full-scale conference successfully in a beautiful city, Alexandria, Egypt. I may recall that IAMU has been the associate member of IAPH since 2007. Both secretariats of IAMU and IAPH are similarly located in Tokyo, Japan. Furthermore, the Arab Academy for Science, Technology and Maritime Transport has been also the associate member of IAPH since 2009. On behalf of IAPH, I do appreciate both organizations for a long-standing relationship with IAPH. Recalling my personal memories of having been involved in the master plan development project for Portugal in 1998, almost 30 years ago, which was funded by Japan International Cooperation Agency. I was deeply impressed by the beautiful white building of the Arab Academy when I visited them. I deeply regret that I cannot attend the conference in person due to the COVID-19. I sincerely hope that I could visit the assembly again in the near future. Ports and the maritime industries are now facing with a significant difficulty in the time of the COVID-19. seafarers have experienced less opportunity to take vaccination for a long time, and unfortunately, some of them have stayed on board more than needed. Not only seafarers, but also dog workers, truck drivers, and all stakeholders in the global supply chain have achieved their missions to provide essential services to us. Those efforts have contributed to support our daily life in the difficult time of the COVID-19. I would like to extend our special thanks to all the stakeholders in the global supply chain. Ports are also facing with heavy congestion at both ocean side and land side, resulting in delayed delivery and skyrocketing freight rates in the global supply chain. At the same time, digitalization as an important innovation is regarded as the key to conquer this difficult time and step forward to the prosperous future. I recognize that the theme of this conference, innovation and sustainability of maritime industry in the scope of blue economy and green council is appropriate and valuable in this regard. In conclusion, once again, I would like to extend my special thanks to the conference organizer for giving me such an important opportunity, and hope that you will make a fruitful discussion during the conference. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like now to ask you to proceed outside for a brief campus tour around the Academy, so you get to know it a bit more. Thank you.
Special thanks to His Excellency Minister Kamil Wazir for his speech and his words that reflects the current efforts that the Egyptian government exerted in order to change the face of Egypt and to go to a new Egypt. So, thank you very much. Actually, you know, I'd like on your behalf to welcome all the maritime students coming from all over the world to participate in this the student conference activities as part of the annual General Assembly. I'd like to stand and I'd like to thank you very much. I told you yesterday, you are the future. So thank you for being with us. Thank you. Please.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
السادة السفراء برضه اللي شرفونا، السادة السفراء يعني thank you very much. السادة السفراء اللي شرفونا، Excellent Ambassadors, thank you. طبعا كل الشكر وكل التقدير وكل الحضور الكريم. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency, Lieutenant General Kamil Al-Wazir, Egyptian Minister of Transport, for your kind words, and thank you for your continued support for the Arab Academy for Science, Technology, and Maritime Transport. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Ismail Ismail Farah, President of the Arab Academy for Science, Technology, and Maritime Transport, is now honored to present our distinguished guests a memorial souvenir in appreciation of their presence and support. His Excellency, Dr. Abdessalam Saleh Hadi, Yemeni Minister of Transport. Admiral Ahmed Hamdi, on behalf of His Excellency, the Commander of the Egyptian Navy. Professor Glenn Blackwood, President of the International Association of Maritime Universities. Professor Takashi Nakazawa, Executive Director of the International Association of Maritime Universities.